Natalie Mordovtseva is dating Josh Weinstein on 90 Day, The Single Life Season 4, while still being married to her third husband Mike Youngquist. 90 Day, The Single Life star Natalie Mordovtseva and Mike Youngquist's relationship isn't over yet. Natalie, 39, currently stars in the 90 Day Fiance spin-off with her boyfriend Josh Weinstein. Natalie has been in the franchise since 2019 when she starred in 90 DF Season 7. Back then, Natalie was yet to be married to Mike as they were waiting for her K-1 visa approval. Natalie and Mike's relationship had already hit a few roadblocks even before her U.S. arrival. Ukrainian woman, Natalie, was married to 2 other men before Mike. Her first husband, called Zenon Pirides, was from Cyprus. She allegedly moved to Cyprus and left him after he went bankrupt. Natalie came back to Ukraine where she met her second husband, identified as Mr. Podyakov. She was married to him for 8 years, but left when he didn't agree to have babies with her. Mike was married to a woman named Kristen. They met in 2012 and married in 2015. However, this marriage lasted only for a year. Natalie had referred to Mike's ex-wife as low class on the show. Mike's friend, Matt, got engaged to a girl from Kiev, and Natalie was Svetlana's best friend. Svetlana came to the U.S. and got married. She wanted to introduce Natalie to Mike. They hit it off immediately. Mike called Natalie his unicorn because she was smart and intellectual. They had seen each other 3 times for a total of 3 weeks. Mike proposed to Natalie 3 months into the relationship in front of the Eiffel Tower. Mike knew that Natalie liked the finer things in life. Mike explained that Natalie liked to live lavishly and loved to go out for dinner and stay in fancy hotels. During his audition via 90 Day Fiance, it was going to be Natalie's first time coming to America. Mike used to live in Nevada when she started talking to him. However, Mike got a promotion and had to move to Washington. Natalie was a city girl who wished to stay in Nevada. She wasn't happy with Mike's move. This is a problem number 1, Natalie had confessed. Natalie had to live in the woods in Mike's trailer in Sequim. She had been staying in a 2-bedroom apartment in a tall building. Moreover, Natalie was vegetarian and Mike loved to eat meat. Natalie was a huge believer in God and Mike believed in angels. Mike and Natalie were aware of their lifestyle differences. Mike took offense to Natalie calling him fat. Even though he had lost 80 pounds after his first divorce, Natalie wanted Mike to exercise. She compared Mike to her second ex-husband, who was a fit army man. Natalie and Mike were sparring over everything for most of his trip to Ukraine in Season 7. They didn't agree on religion or food, and Natalie wanted to have a baby. Mike was over $30,000 in debt after purchasing his Sequin Christmas tree farm. He wasn't financially ready for a baby. While sitting for a confessional together, producers asked Natalie if she loved Mike, and she gave a shocking answer. Natalie paused for a long, uncomfortable pause and then replied, "God, it's hard." She thought they had potential because Mike was a good guy and they'd spent a lot of good moments together. Natalie confessed that it would be a lie on her side if she said she loved Mike. Mike was so upset that he got up from the seat next to Natalie and walked away hurt. Things were tense between Mike and Natalie after the interview. While he was packing to go back to America, Natalie threw her ring into his suitcase. Natalie accused Mike of cheating on her with his friend Sarah during the tell-all. She claimed she'd seen Mike shirtless at Sarah's house where he'd gone to help the woman out with her wedding that was taking place the next day. However, Mike and Natalie were able to move forward in the relationship despite the cheating accusations. She came to the U.S. on a K-1 visa. But this time, Mike was aware of his lack of feelings towards Natalie. He was the one who said he didn't love her this time. Mike kept delaying their wedding. He wasn't sure if he wanted to marry Natalie 100%. Mike ghosted Natalie on their wedding day at the last moment after getting cold feet. He called off the wedding just 2 hours before they were getting married, and with 3 days left for her K-1 visa to expire. Natalie kept pushing Mike because she didn't want to stay illegally in the U.S. Eventually, Mike decided to marry Natalie, even though both of them were doubting the relationship. Mike married Natalie with just a few hours left on her visa. They said their I-do's in Mike's backyard with Uncle Bo and Mike's neighbor Tamara as wedding guests. Mike should have paid attention to his gut instinct because this was not a marriage that was meant to last. Natalie and Mike were in Oklahoma at his mom's place after a few months, where Natalie apparently heard Trish Youngquist calling her a hooker. Natalie felt insulted and left immediately. Natalie was left feeling alone in the U.S. with no support from Mike. Natalie made friends with a woman called Juliana who became her confidant. A blow-up took place when Natalie confronted Trish about the hurtful comments. Natalie walked out of Mike's house at Christmas 2020 and went to Florida, where she started dating again. Natalie lived in St. Petersburg for a while until she met Josh, the CEO of a modeling agency in Leh. Natalie had issues with Josh not giving her enough time and attention, but she still moved to California in 90 Day, The Single Life Season 4. Natalie's mom, Nelia, joined her in America after leaving Ukraine amid the war. Natalie wished to pursue a modeling and acting career in Los Angeles while working on her new relationship with Josh. According to In Touch, Mike finally filed for divorce from Natalie on December 5, 2023, as per Clallam County's court docket. Even though Natalie didn't have a successful marriage with Mike, she managed to stay in America and not get deported. Natalie has been successfully living in America since 2014. While Natalie has not been signed for a big Hollywood movie yet and has not made it to the billboards to star in a luxury brand campaign, she is living her American dream and is currently in California. Natalie has starred in spin-offs like 90 Day, The Single Life, and is dating a wealthy modeling agency owner who she's relying on to fetch her brand deals. Natalie has kick-started her modeling career in Los Angeles and is eager to show viewers her projects on social media.